I just want to say that I don't know if everyone knows you, Darla, and I just want to say that Darla is the best. She's absolutely the best. She's the #1 Rookie of the Year, first year in this business. So she knows what she's doing, and she's so willing to help all of us. And she's just a great friend and a great mentor. So
well,
I'm happy.
Thank you
and
so much for that. Right?
Yeah, not Valerie.
Valerie, tell me where your income source comes from.
I am a realtor.
Okay, and is that all you do?
Yeah, it's 90% of what I do.
Okay, and is that where your focus is, on where you're wanting to attract a network to? Okay.
Yes.
So we have somebody in the medical field, and then we have realtor, and we have mortgage, and Bonnie's a networker. I'm a coach. I'm an attraction marketing coach. I teach people how to attract, retain, and grow. And basically, my background is hair salons. It's what I did for 19 years. I had 5 locations, 16,000 clients, 49 employees, and we were the most expensive salon in town, not connected to a resort. And it was only because I knew the art of attraction marketing. I learned it very young. And so it's something that I implemented in all my businesses, and it grew all my businesses to be, our salons were in the top 100 fastest growing salons in the country. And then that led me into salon consulting, where I would go around teaching salons how to reinvent themselves and attract a higher clientele and climb up the social economic scale, and how to put attraction marketing, implement attraction and retention marketing into place. And then I reinvented my life in network marketing, and I implemented it there too, and grew the largest networks that I had in network marketing. So I've done all sorts of business, traditional business, non-traditional business. And the reason why I share that with you is because it doesn't matter what industry or field or business that you're in the people business, period, people. And it's all about relationships. And the definition of business is something that requires an investment and then a transaction between a customer to a product or a service for a profit. Whether it's a sale of a house, whether it's a leg, a prosthetic, a horse ride, or a home, or a haircut, or a dog grooming, or whatever. You've got to create a transaction between a customer to a product or a service, and there must be a profit in order for anyone to gain. And your goal in life is to attract people into your doors, whether your doors are an internet web portal or a physical door to a building. You want to learn the art of attracting people your way, so that you don't have to go out and be a salesman, a hunter, a pitcher, a seller, and be those people that none of us like. And we run from those people, and those types of people push people away from them, and they get bad reputations. And so there's a book that was just put out a few months ago. It's called The Power of Human Connections. I don't know if you've gotten it. If you haven't gotten it, let Bonnie know. She'll show you how to get it. And this book is powerful. It's business owners all over the world that are at the top of their game, and they all did it the same exact way, by attracting people into their life. So years ago, it led me into teaching people how to do that. And now I teach a course called Master the Art of Human Connections. And because when you master the art of human connections, you attract an abundance of opportunities, referrals, friends, and love your way. And that is what encompasses money, happiness, time, freedom, everything. Any type of opportunity on the planet comes through people. Every referral that you're ever going to get comes through another person. Every single invite, ticket invite, VIP list, vacation invite, travel gift, every gift present, all those things come through people. And love, it comes through people. And so that's what mastering the art of human connections will do. And so send out cards is the tool, is what it is. It's the tool that enables you to do it. And so you guys have all seen a card before, so I don't need to show you a card. But what I want to do is I want to show you how I use it. Just start with one random act of kindness card a day. And by learning how to send random acts of kindness, all of you in sales know that the goal is to get from the back of someone's head, where they think of you sometimes, to the front of their mind, where they're thinking about you all the time, to the center of their heart, where you're the name that comes up when somebody says, hey, do you know anybody that can whatever? You want your name to come up from the center of their heart to say, I know exactly who you need. I have the perfect person for you. And the #1 reason why people choose who they're going to do business with is not because of price or service. I proved it with my $100 men's haircuts and my $200 women's haircuts. No one will willingly pay that price when they don't know the people. but they will absolutely pay that price when they're made to feel valued and appreciated. And that was the art of attraction marketing, making people feel special. So I want to show you what hits my phone on a daily basis, just to give you an idea. I have a lot of acquaintances in my life. You guys are all 3 acquaintances to me. I don't know anything about you than what I've just got to know of you right now, right? So I meet a lot of people like that. So from now on, now you guys are on my acquaintance radar. So let's just say, for just purposes of this thing, let's say this lady was also on this webinar. And then I'm on my Facebook 10 days ago, and I see a post from this lady that her mother died, okay? So I'm laying in bed, and I make her a condolence card in just a few minutes. Tears are rolling down my eyes because I get very emotional when I deal with certain cards. And my ears are filling up with tears. That's how I remember it. And I send this lady a card. This is the message that I get from her this morning. Now, mind you, this is somebody like you, an acquaintance. I want you to imagine talking to me like this. And she says to me, she says, "Oh, Darla, where do I even begin? I'm sitting here holding your card with tears running down my face. This is the most beautiful card I have ever seen, and it will sit by my bedside until I die. I'm sorry for not understanding what you do, but now I want you to know that I get it. I have experienced what you have been trying to tell the world about. I get now what you mean by dopamine. I get now what you mean by it's more than a card, it's a gift. See, I bet you thought I wasn't listening, but I was. I just wasn't seeing it, and now I do. I want to send this card to everyone that knew my mother so they can have this memory of her for life as well. I love you, my friend, and I will never forget you. You just moved into my inner circle of friends. See, I'm listening, and apparently I'm learning too. Thank you for brightening my day and lifting my spirit in this dark time of my life. Love you forever." Now, when I sent that card, I had no expectation other than to touch that woman with kindness, to touch her heart in a way that no one else can, to make me a unique give to giver instead of a give to gainer. But what happened is it sent me, the card is the vehicle. This card is nothing more than the vehicle that's going to carry you from your thoughts and your emotions to deposit them into somebody else's heart, because it's heartfelt what is on the cards. None of my cards ever have send me a referral. If you're ever looking for anybody, please tell your friends about me. I'm running a special. My cards never have that stuff. So therefore, my cards are not poo-pooed on. They're not stinky with the bait and switch emotion tied to it. People know what I do. Trust me. People know what you do. Trust me. If you send a stranger a card, they're going to quickly find out who sent me this card. They're going to go to great lengths to research, who is this person? This is somebody I want to know because they just made me feel amazing. Okay, so that's the biggest stress that I can get across to people, to understand that this is a tool to be able to attract, and givers gain. I don't know if you belong to BNI or if you've ever heard of it, but givers gain. The ones who give the most gain the most. The ones who pitch and sell the most gain the least. And we all know that when we go check our mail and we sort through our junk mail, and the junk mail goes in the trash and our cards get opened. You know, we all know that. Presents and gifts get opened of kindness. And so that is what I can't stress enough, that I love to teach people. You know, and I don't know if you guys know the memberships or whatever, but they have an unlimited heartfelt card sending membership. It's $97 a month. And I want to tell you what this $97 a month will do in your life. It is unlimited card sends. One a day means you're sending 30 cards a month, plus $15 in postage included, the stamping and everything. So you're doing 1 card a day. If you send 2 cards a day, you're sending 60 cards a month, plus $30 in postage, still for $97. If you send 3 cards a day, you're sending 90 cards a month, including $45 in postage, still for $97. If you send 4 cards a day. So if you get the math, I'm sending 15 cards a day, heartfelt cards a day, including postage. I pay less than the price of the stamp for each card, because the more you send, the less the cards cost. And what you're doing is you're feeding a gratitude pipeline. Just feed a gratitude pipeline. It's like throwing a bag of popcorn kernels in the microwave and hitting the 2-minute button. Nothing's going to happen for the first minute. But the second minute that starts laying in, it's pop, 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 pop. And your phone will be filled every single day with people inviting you to coffee, inviting you to lunch, set up a time to catch up with you. How are you doing? What are you doing? I have somebody I'd like to refer you to. Can you call my friend because she's looking for this? And it's unbelievable because it's a biblical principle if you're into the Bible. If not, it's a law and principle. It's called the law of reciprocity. What you put out into the world will always come back to you. It's like gravity. You drop this pencil, it's going to fall. It's a law and principle. If you put out hatred, people are going to hate you back. If you put out love, people are going to love you back. I just got a text message a few minutes ago. Hey, sweetie, are you going to be in town on Sunday? I'm going to be in town and I have a little gift for you. I have no idea what it is, but I know that I sent her a memorial card from when her friend passed away. I just threw together a quick little memorial card. Valentine's Day is coming up. This is a great opportunity to really maximize tipping what's under your roof. You know, people live in a very toxic home a lot of times. I don't know you guys, so I'm not judging anybody because I don't know anything about you guys. I'm just talking in an open thing. That a lot of people have unsupportive spouses. They have teenage children that don't speak to them. They have no love in their marriage. They're spinning their plates and spinning their wheels trying to survive, you know, life. If you would take the opportunity, this is what I'm doing with my whole family, and I can tell you this because they're not home right now. But on Valentine's Day, my family's going to come home, and on each one of their walls, every one full wall is going to be covered with pictures of themselves. Little cards. On the front of the card, it says, I love you more, and I love you to the moon and back, all different little sayings. And it's going to be all these cards that I'm going to tape to their wall, and they have to open up each card. And on the inside of each card, this is going to be a panel with one picture. So like, for example, my daughter's very into her volleyball. She's varsity volleyball. She's self-disciplined. And so I have some really great pictures of her at the gym, working out really hard, at the park by herself, hitting the ball, you know, and each one is going to be, I love you because you're so dedicated to your dreams and your passion. I love you because you have a beautiful smile. I love you because, so that's going to be my daughter's room wall. My 85-year-old father lives with us. He's going to have a wall with fishing and fish and, you know, all the things that he loves to do. And my husband, you should see the walls in our bathrooms and in our home are covered with love letters and love cards. And people walk into our home and they literally drop in tears when they see all of our cards everywhere. They're like, I want a relationship like this. How do you guys do this? And oh my gosh, and this is this real? You know, it's just, but when you appreciate, it'll appreciate you back. So appreciate your spouse, your children, your child, your family members, the loved ones that are under your roof. They will appreciate you back. Tell them why you love them versus why they bug you and why they annoy you. Start there. That's something really great. Do it to your grandkids. I have a friend of mine who's going through a horrible custody battle with his ex-wife, and they have a 2-year-old, and he just had his first visitation with the baby, the 2-year-old. And he was like, oh my gosh, we're having such a great time. And he would keep sending me pictures of the things they're doing. And then he reaches out to me and he's crying one day and he's like, this was the last day and we cried and she didn't want to let me go. And it was just heartbreaking. I was like, oh my gosh. And so in 30 minutes, I laid in bed and I took every picture and I just went copy, send, copy, send, copy, send, copy, send, copy, send. And I sent back every single picture on a flat card. Oh, look at the flat card I just pulled out. How funny is that? I have a stack of cards, Bonnie, and I reached my hand in and I pulled out your card. That's just the way the universe works. So these are flat cards. And I didn't put anything on the back. I just took the picture, the 5x7 picture, and sent it back to him. And this is to Canada from California for free. It was 40-something pictures that I sent for free. One picture, 30 minutes. He sends me a message. He's holding his mail. He went to the mailbox. He's got tears falling from his eyes, and he's holding this. He says, I don't even know what's in this, and I can barely handle thinking about what it's going to do to me when I look at these. You know, and that is how you attract people. The next message, he says, hey, I need your mailing address. I want to send you something in the mail. You're the sweetest person I've ever known on planet Earth, you know, because you did something that was so outside of the box than what everybody does, you know? every single time you go meet a client or with an open house, if you were to take me, if I was a realtor and I'm going to take you to an open house and I'm walking you through the house, you can't see yourself. You can see me. You're looking at what I'm wearing and you're looking at your husband and you can't see yourself. You don't know if your zipper's open, if your hair's a mess, if you look cute. You can't see yourself. And so you're going, oh my gosh, this kitchen, honey, this kitchen. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I have to take a picture of you in this kitchen so you see what you look like. And you're going to be like, oh yes, take my picture. And I'm going to take your picture and I'm going to right there while we're still walking through the house, look how great you look in this kitchen. Send. That lady's going to get home. You're going to get home in a couple days. You're going to open the mail. And that's the first time you will have seen what you looked like in that kitchen. Now, what are you doing? You're sitting there trying to decide which house to get. Oh, honey, look at this. We have to get this one. And that's how it works because people want to do business with people that make them feel valued and appreciated. Now, Mrs. Sales Lady of the legs, every time you go visit a client and you go in and you call on somebody, send them a thank you for allowing me the opportunity to meet with you today. Be creative, be cute, take a selfie in front of their building, hold up your leg if you've got a good sense of humor or whatever you're doing. Get their logo in the back or get a picture with them, something creative. Just drop it on a card, on the front of the card, on the back of the card. Just put, it was so great to meet you. Regardless if you choose me or not, thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Another story of how to be proactive to use this as a tool. I have a friend who's been in the motorcycle business for 30 plus years. And I said to him, tell me who your dream account is. He says, oh, well, of course, Harley Davidson. It's everybody's. I says, well, have you ever tried to prospect them? He says, for 7 years, endlessly. They won't even give me the time of day. I'm too small. I says, well, let me show you how to land that account. So fast forward, he now has the largest Harley Davidson account in Harley Davidson. And it was all because I taught him how to send a card with brownies ahead of time to say, I'm going to be in the neighborhood. I'm going to be in the area next week. I'm going to pop in. If you're there, great. I'd love to meet you. If not, I hope you like brownies. And so he comes in, he's been in there 100 times over 7 years. And they're like, all right, yes, John Andrews, you're the one who sent the brownies. Yes, they want to meet you. And the reason why is because he was different, he was creative, and he was heartfelt. He found a way to get past the gatekeeper. And when you send heartfelt creativity, when they open it, it opens straight in the heart. It's like, boom, dopamine released. And it's no different than making a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a Snapchat, a text, or a phone call, but none of that has dopamine. None of it has dopamine. I want to show you something else too. Whenever you go to send out cards, if you click right up here on business, if you scroll down here, you'll see, if you know who Ivan Meisner is of BNI, this is a great little talk from him. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's 6 thumbnail videos here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mine is the very first one. And this guy, and this lady are all my personal clients that I taught this art to. You should hear their stories and what it's done in their businesses and their lives. And so that's under the tab of business. And so this just gives you a little example. So this is my friend's birthday. His birthday was in December. It's never too late to send a card. So this is just a template that I made a long time ago, and I use this for my late birthday cards to people that like to go out and live a large life. I don't always send late birthday cards, but when I do, they are better than no card at all. And so this is a picture from a night out on his birthday, and then him and his wife, and it says, life is about making memories, and you do that well. Happy belated birthday, Jeremy. Keep living on the edge, my friend. Much love, Darla and Jim. And it's just got my life purpose on the back. And my life purpose is, it's okay if you never buy one thing from me, or if I never help you make a penny. All that truly matters is at some point in your life, I inspired you to do something you wouldn't have done without me. From our hearts to your hands, and then that's our family. Another one of my friends, her very good friend died. She sent me some pictures. She texted me over pictures, and she says, I just can't quit looking at these pictures on my phone. We just had a short talk. So I just quickly, in 30 seconds, dropped all 5 of the pictures that she sent me in this little pre-templated photo card that the company has. And I just wrote a message. Dear Melissa, I know there's no words that can take away the pain of a broken heart. Hopefully these lasting memories will bring you joy in the memories of good times. And that's all I do. Now, I don't send that thinking, oh, wow, she is one of the largest managers for one of the largest production agencies out here in San Diego. Hopefully she'll be my client one day. I don't do that. I send just simply to feed my gratitude pipeline, no strings attached, no expectations to it. And then every day it's just a surprise after a surprise. In my coaching group, I run challenges. And one of the challenges last week was look at your calendar, find an empty block of time and give it away. And I gave a list of some suggestions. Go babysit a new baby, a new parent's baby. Go take an elderly person lunch. Go pick up some trash out in your neighborhood. Just gave a list. So this was mine. I got to babysit some friends of ours who just had a baby. I got to be the very first person that has ever babysat their child. And so I took this adorable picture while we were together, and I dropped it in one of the templates that the company has already made. And I just put on the back a couple pictures of us. And I wrote in the card, I said, "Dear Thor and Emily, thank you for trusting me with your precious princess. It was an honor to be the first person to watch Aspen on your first time away since she was born. She is absolutely adorable. I know you're going back to work and you have a sitter, but if you ever get in a bind, don't hesitate to reach out to me to fill in and cover." 5 of my girlfriends went horseback riding on the beach here in San Diego. All I did is say, "I love this picture so much, I had to send it to you just in case you didn't send it to yourself." Where people climb out on this little tiny piece of rock that hangs over the world, and it's just crazy. So these people did it. They're our neighbors. I just captured it, sent it back to them. And I love to put my little quote, "Capturing memories for friends." These are cards that'll never end up in the trash. They end up on these people's refrigerators. They end up in frames. They end up in desks. And every time they look at it, they think of you. Friends is the most important ingredient in this recipe called life. And when I go out and I go somewhere with anyone, I just send a card capturing the memory. People come and people go, but along the way, some stick and say. Good times as always with you two. We are so grateful to have you guys stuck to have you guys stuck and stayed. Typo, doesn't matter. Here's 2 decades of more memories. The best late birthday card ever. Her husband is a friend of mine. Took his wife out for her 40th birthday. I took a picture of that. And this is a way that you continue to expand your network through other people. When you can send a card to someone's grandchild, when you can send a card to a spouse, when you can send a card to, like if somebody posts a cute picture on Facebook, I will say, "Oh my gosh, this picture is so adorable. I want to send it to your parents. Can I get their mailing address?" And I say, "You don't know me. I'm a friend of your so-and-so's, and I saw this Facebook post that they made with this beautiful picture, and I thought you would love it on print." These people are like calling me, "Oh my gosh, I need to meet you. This is the most beautiful thing." They're searching for me on Facebook. They're finding out what I do. And it's just, it's a way to create people to reach out to you because you touched them with kindness first. And I'm a humor person. I like to make humor. So this says, "Dear Christy, there's 3 reasons that makes sending late cards better than on-time cards. If this card were on time, it would not have this cool picture from your birthday. 1. Number 2, it's 100% better if I hadn't have sent a card at all. Number 3, it just made you smile right when you needed it. Happy birthday all over again." They have a great relationship management system here that allows you to put people in groups. So I have people in groups. I have every single mother in a Mother's Day group, in my mother's group. I have every father in my father's group. I have every veteran in my veterans group. I have every birthday listed. I have every spouse's birthday listed. I have every child's birthday listed. I have anniversaries listed. So I am touching people anywhere between 5 and 8 times a year. If you stop and think about a Mother's Day, a Father's Day, a birthday, an anniversary, I have my top influencers. I'll touch people. I'll touch everybody for New Year's. I touch everybody for Gratitude Month, which is Thanksgiving. And I touch everybody sometime in the summer for something funny. I like to send a joke card once a year just to make people laugh. And so up here under account, you get these notifications when you start using your system. So it shows me here whose anniversary and birthday is coming. And so every day as I'm making cards, I'm just sending cards, send a card, remove from my list, send a card, remove from my list, send a card, send a card, send a card. And so my reminders keep me on my daily dues. And then my group sends are what I'm doing when I'm grouping, like for Gratitude Month, New Year's, and Mother's Day and Father's Day. Those are all group sends. All right, another question. How often do you, okay, monthly, just curious, if the top 100 is sending 100 per month, I send hundreds per month, but your, I have, let me show you what membership I have so you can see the systems or see the plans, my account. So right here under subscriptions, they have these 4 plans. I have this one as well as I have this one because I'm a very heavy card sender. So this is $995. You get 1,000 cards. Now these are cards outside of all the free cards that I send. These are for group sends. These are for campaigns. They're for scheduled sends. All my heartfelt cards come into play under these 2 memberships right here. So I send a lot of heartfelt cards for my $97, and then I tick away at my 1,000 cards that are here. And I send more than 1,000. This is for 1 year. I send more than 1,000, but after I'm done with my 1,000, I still get every card for 99 cents for that year. So after 1 year, I buy another one. And then the hidden lining for someone like me inside of this package is this right here. I get all the campaigns for free. So in the campaign store, a campaign is a series of cards that drips out onto people. So like, let's say I sign up somebody in network marketing. I have a lot of network marketers on my team because I coach people how to build teams. So when I sign up a new network marketer, when I see people out doing network marketing presentations in public, I always go up and meet them and I encourage them and I inspire them and I motivate them, which is very out of the norm when you think about what they normally get. And I get their information and I come home and I put their information in my system. And then I set them up on a drip campaign for network marketers. So we have all these campaigns: automotive, beauty salons, BNI, construction, dental, finances, fitness, business, personal, inside sales, insurance, landscaping, legal, medical, motorsports, network marketing. And so I'll set them up on a 10-card drip campaign for network marketing. So what this is this is 10 cards. This is a series of 10 cards. They're professionally done. They're beautiful to top it off. On the inside, they've been professionally written. They fill in the person's name when they go to print. You can actually customize each card by putting your picture or some pictures of something over here with maybe another story or something. And you can adjust these timelines of when you want them to go out. So right now it's set to go out immediately, 6 weeks later, 12 weeks later, 18 weeks, 24 weeks. But I can do like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and have somebody get 10 consecutive cards in the mail from me to really just powerhouse them with kindness and inspiration and all that, and to draw them into my world. And all of those are accessible to me for free when I have that membership, where if you wanted to buy it, it would cost you $240. So like with real estate, you could use your CRM system. When you add somebody into your system, you can make the anniversary date the anniversary of their house, and you can send their house a card. You can send them an anniversary card for their house. They truly love that. And they'll show it to everyone. They will turn to their friends and go, look at this. Whose realtor has ever sent them something like this? And they brag about you because it's true. Powerful. All right, any other questions?
I just have a quick question, Darla. So you were saying the $9.95 gives you unlimited campaigns or up to 1,000 cards?
You get 1,000 cards,
okay.
And you get all the campaigns for free.
So when you say you get the campaigns for free, you get access to them, or you get the ability?
You don't have to pay to buy them. So where this campaign, the $240, if I didn't have the Elite Plus membership, I would have to pay $240 to own all 10 of those cards already pre-timed out and done the work for you. You can build your own campaigns, but I don't want to take the time, the energy, and all that. My time is money. So I'd rather buy it already pre-done.
So when, let's say I'm on a budget and I just want to start with one campaign.
Uh-huh.
When I spend the $240 for the campaign, how many people does it allow me to send it to?
You can send it to as many people as you want. What you're buying is the artwork, the design, and the creation. Now you
Okay.
own it. It's dropped into your card catalog, and the system is connected to it. So when you enter my name in and you hit send that campaign, I'm going to get all 10 of those cards sent out to me. You will pay for the card.
Okay, that was my next question. So I pay per card,
Yes.
and
So
those
that
are
would
not
come out of
included
that.
in the $97 a month unlimited.
No, because that is the difference with the 97 is heartfelt single card sends. That's how you feed your gratitude pipeline. These are campaigns. So they have heartfelt single card sends that are unique to that person that wouldn't go to other people. These are not unique. These go to every network marketer you want to send it to, you know?
Okay.
Unique means you created it. It's a one-off card that would only be used one time. So if you went to go send that card again, the system would pick it up and you'd pay for that second card because it would be a duplicate card.
Okay.
All right, ladies, did this help you?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. I'm really
Yes.
glad to hear that. I'm trying to figure out why I cannot see all of you at one time.
I think you need to take us off of viewing your screen.
Oh, okay. Stop share.
There.
There you are. Okay, so I'll show you a little thing of what I do. So I take a picture. So everybody smile. Yay. So I just snippeted my screen, right? Now I'm going to send you guys a card telling you how great it was to connect with you so that we can stay connected. And if I can ever be of help or service, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. That's a human connection, right? No expectations of anything in return. Add value, give value, let the universe take it over from there if you understand how that works, right? Everybody's got their timing. And so the more people you can touch and feed, timing pops. And I get people all the time that say, it's not the right time, but I tell you what, it's gonna be, and they call me, you know? And because there's no pressure there. I'm not here to convince anybody against their will, because you don't want people to do business with you that aren't ready. And for those of you that actually do start using this, I will tell you what'll happen. You're gonna get somebody that gets your card and they're gonna say, oh my gosh, how did you do this? I wanna send these to my customers. And that is where multiple streams of income come in. Multiple streams of income is something all of you should be open to because you're entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs don't make their living off of one paycheck. And so every single person that you introduce this to, they go out and start feeding their gratitude pipeline. Their life turns around. They never stop sending cards. There's no other company for them to move to. This is the most longevity customers that I've ever witnessed in my life. This company's been around for 15 years. There's literally people that have been using this system since before you could put a picture on it. You used to have to fax in your order. You couldn't even write on both panels of the card. You couldn't put a picture anywhere. It was crazy how far this has come because of technology. Because those people understood gratitude pipeline. All right, next question.
I'm just wishing I would have invited one of my power partners to this call.
Well, this is where the beauty of all this comes in. This is recorded and I'll send you the link.
Thank you. That was it. You're like a mind reader.
You don't think I've done this 5,000 times?
Probably.
You don't think at the end of every one of them I hear that same comment?
Then I'm glad I'm no different than everybody else.
And if you ever want to host one of these like Bonnie did and you want to invite a round table of a few people in, that's what we do.
Awesome.
My goal is to share this vision with as many people in the world as possible. Why? Why would I want to do that? Because together I'm creating this network of harmonious people that are raising the vibration all together of the world as one, right?
Right. There's
no zero negativity in what I do. No one's ever gotten diarrhea or a rash or said, don't send me a card. It's true.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. I'll get this cropped up and send you the link and get it over to you, ladies. And it was great to meet you all. Bonnie, thank you for hosting this. And if you want to host one of these, ladies, just reach out.
Sounds good.
Thank you,
Okay.
Darla.
Bye.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for including me.